for my daughter, you bastard!
In the criminal justice system, the people are represented by two separate yet equally important groups: the police who investigate crime and the district attorneys who prosecute the offenders. These are their stories.
Hi guys, this is Tash22 from ED Network, and today we are playing Law and Order Legacies. Ooh. And I forgot what this one was called. I think it's Revenge of something or somebody or something. I don't know. This is a very, not text-based game, but something I downloaded off of Steam. So let's give it a go. There's murder afoot here. This don't look healthy, does it? What's her name? Tanya. Oh, poor thingy.
Welcome back to New York, Ray.
Hey, Ray.
Ray Curtis from the 2-7, homicide. This is my case.
Mine too, now. Olivia Benson, SVU.
SVU?
Yeah, I got a call the victim showed signs of sexual assault. Your lieutenant said you guys were a little short-handed and my partner is on leave.
I'm here.
So I'm here to assist.
Yeah, department cutbacks. Everybody wants more cops, nobody wants to pay more taxes.
And now we're down one more taxpayer.
Oh,
Who is
she?
she?
Pay tax.
Name tag says Rachel. Judging from the uniform, she was one of the housekeeping staff.
She don't look too well, does she?
Up until a few hours ago.
I guess someone didn't like the mint on their pillow.
Wow. Law. Order. So I've not played this before, so we're going to have a quick go. Don't forget, if you like it, hit the like button in the head, like a blowy uppy thing. Leave me a comment and say, yeah, carry on playing this, or leave me a comment saying, nah, this was rubbish, don't bother. But yeah, Law and Order Legacies. What do we do?
Hola, soy Detectivo Ray Curtis.
Soy
He
Teresa Restrepo.
He said, hello, my
Restrepo.
name's Ray Curtis.
Is that Colombian?
Yes, how'd you know?
The neighbors across the hall when I was growing up. They made the best patacones. I get hungry just remembering.
Okay.
I need to ask you a few questions. You okay to talk?
Is this
Yes,
is this a
believe
date?
it or not, I've seen worse.
Nice. Oh, ID victim.
Let's start with an easy one. Can you tell me the victim's name?
Rachel.
Maybe. It's hard to remember. So many girls working here. Everybody always coming and going. I just learned to read the name tags like everyone else.
Well, could you try? For me?
What?
Sure, you got nice eyes.
Is he flirting with
Let's see. It wasn't Latina. It was,
her? Your mate's just been
it was
murdered.
Rachel, I think.
And, sorry, your mate's just been murdered, and I do believe her. All right. Hey, done! Hey, winner, chicken dinner! For every question you answer correctly, you will earn a star. The counter shows how many stars you've entered during this part of the investigation, along with how many stars you earn to ace the interview. There's interviews. The number of stars you earn throughout the episode will determine your detective ranking. You can earn bonus stars by being diligent investigator, by being a diligent. Oh, can you back it up? She didn't say... Okay. Her statement confirms the name tag Detective Benson found on the body, so we know Teresa is telling the truth. You must remember evidence and testimony to help you judge truth from lies. Gotcha. Oh, this is text heavy. If you need to, you may consult the transcript before you make your decision. Icon will appear in the upper left-hand corner when the transcript. Okay.
Great. Thanks, Teresa.
You're welcome. Should we go through these in order, or?
How long has she worked here?
No sé, she was pretty new. Started last month, maybe?
She have any trouble with anyone?
Trouble? No, not her. She was nice, quiet, polite. Actually, no, never mind.
What were you gonna say?
Well, she just never really seemed like one of us, like she had something else going on. Always watching everything and tapping on her phone. Era una adicción.
Drug dealer. Oh. Weather.
So, crazy weather lately, huh?
What?
Yeah. The kids, they just want to spend all day at the pool. What's this got to do with the murder?
Yeah, what's this got to do with the murder?
Just talking.
Was she... Not all topics are important. Some are red herrings or misleading clues. They may be interesting, but they won't help us. Okay. So a different topic to earn more relevant. Yeah, okay. Well,
We should get back to the victim.
Right. suspicious people.
See anyone suspicious hanging around lately?
Yeah, the hotel is full of them. Lots of old businessmen always staring at you. Ugh.
Okay. How about anyone
Okay.
especially interested in Rachel?
No, I don't think so. She didn't even have a boyfriend.
How do you know that? Rachel didn't have a boyfriend. Statements like these come in handy. Okay. They're recorded in your transcript so you can refer to them later. Right.
You say she
Jelly
liked to use her phone. For what? You
Facebook.
think she was earning a little extra money?
bone. Oh, okay.
What, like John's? Are you asking did I think she was a whore, detective?
Who's John?
I don't think so. But who knows? It would explain a lot.
Who knows?
Anything else about the
Lisa.
phone?
She was always texting. Always. She also did some weird stuff. She took
Facebook.
pictures of the rooms and,
And you're now
and even
Facebook.
some guests. For a while,
Stalker.
I actually
Stalker.
thought she might be a cop.
Where would the phone be now?
Probably nearby. She always kept it close.
One last thing, Teresa.
Oh,
It would help us if we knew
Gone
the last
widespread.
place Rachel might have been. Do you know which room she would have been cleaning?
That's the weird thing. Today was her day off. She shouldn't even be here.
So what was she doing all dressed up for work?
You're the detective. You figured it out,
All
Guapo.
right, shut up. Good job. First interview complete. See, I could be a detective. Why didn't I get a bonus star? Okay, so I do get a point for red herrings.
Hey, Benson, what you got?
I'm seeing a lateral bruise across her throat. Not finger marks. More like a pipe or a cane.
No sign of a murder weapon?
Guess we better start looking. While you were busy being charming, I wrote down a couple of things to
Flirty.
keep an eye out for her. Her ID, her purse, her day planner or notepad, and of course any DNA evidence from her attacker. Might be under her fingernails.
Roger that.
And her cell phone. Teresa mentioned that might be important.
It's the cleanest looking cleaning cupboard I've ever seen. Right, this is the evidence screen. It reminds you which piece of evidence you're looking for in the scene. Once a piece of evidence is found, click on its icon for a more detailed description. Where's my mouse? Okay. Search. Right, gotcha. You can turn the evidence screen by clicking the search icon. Okay. Select the arrows on the sides of the screen to move around the crime scene. Okay. Select the right arrow to get a better view of the mate's car. What now? Hello? Hello? I don't need to do that. If you see something you want to investigate, draw a circle around it with your mouse. Try drawing a circle on the screen. Okay. This less of a circle. Right, some evidence might be partially hidden. Find and circle a dirty crumpled towel on the car and see what's hidden underneath. Bing! Oh, that wasn't the towel. Close enough. That was a mobbly fun. Count represents how many things you have. Earn bonus points by discovering everything before the count reaches 0. Continue searching for evidence by circling items etc. to the room. Good luck. That's an item of interest.
Okay, good. We got our cell phone.
Roger that. There's nothing else on the car. Oh, it's moving itself. Oh, blimey. That's hard to spot, isn't it?
Rachel Trevino, 27 years
Doesn't say
old,
that, it just
lives
says
at 600
black
East
mark.
5th Street,
It's like it's
over in
been,
East Village if I remember right.
thingy down. Oh, there's her ID. Oh, it's moving itself. I'm not. Oh, I am moving it. I thought I had to click it. Wow, dirty
Broken
fingernails.
fingernail. She scratched him up pretty bad, I bet.
Manky.
Some kind of debris under there. Better get a swab for DNA.
Good idea. Swab. Notepad. Left a bit. Left a bit. Right a bit. What's that over there? That's a towel. That's a towel. Is that a notepad? No, that's the hotel logo. What are these? Oh, bag.
This could be Rachel's purse.
Cool.
It's not Coach, but not cheap either. Someone was taking care of her bills.
Gotta pay those bills. Oh, there's a notepad in there. Can we circle that bad boy?
Notebook. Just a couple of notes. Wider media.
Wider
What the
media.
hell does that mean?
It means that the media's wider. Oh, we're done. Oh, wow, bonus 4. Wow, I've increased my defective rank.
She's got a couple of voicemails. Let me see. Yep, sounds like she was meeting somebody here. Okay, this is evidence. Let's get back to the precinct and give it to CSU.
Why not just listen to him now?
I better follow procedure on this one.
Such a Boy Scout.
Hey, if we solve this case, I finally get my murder merit badge.
Come on, I'll drive.
Oh, can I have a murder merit badge?
Ray.
Morning, Lenny. Please tell me we got a new lead on the Central Park case.
Oh, sure.
flashback.
If you count nothing, nada, and bupkis.
It's been 6 weeks.
The murder weapon is probably at the bottom of the Hudson. I tell you what, I think we're stalled out, kid.
I hate loose ends, Lenny.
Tell me about it. At my age, I gotta tie him up as fast as I can.
Ray Curtis, as I live and breathe, back in my precinct after all these years. What happened? Finally sick of all that California sunshine?
My girls got worried if I wasn't solving murders, I might start committing them.
You met Detective Benson?
I did. She's good. Definitely easier on the eyes than Lenny Briscoe.
Where's the other
Yeah,
bloke?
but she's made of steel.
Bald head, tall
Don't
bloke.
cross her, Ray.
Wouldn't dream of it.
Welcome back.
Thanks.
Welcome back. Is he staying, is he?
Hey, I was gonna take this down to CSU. What the hell?
What's wrong?
The voicemails. They're all gone. Someone deleted them all.
You screwed
And
the
odds
pooch,
are
didn't
it
you?
wasn't our victim.
Phone
Looks like her
P-lock, man.
carrier is
P-lock.
Mercury
Future.
Wireless. Pete Shanahan down in Fraud told me they've had some problems with security recently.
Oh, Mercury Telstar Wireless. I got you. Oh, he looks
Mercury
lucky.
Wireless Company policy is pretty clear. I can talk to you up to a certain point, but if we go over, I have to involve corporate counsel. They've instructed me to answer your questions and give you access to any relevant data.
Roger that.
Understood. Thanks for your time.
Annoying drop calls. That's got to be a red herring. Should we do that one first?
Does the Mercury Wireless network cover most of the city?
Absolutely. We're very proud of it. No drop calls, even in the tunnels.
I'm sort of thinking of switching over.
Great.
Curtis, where are you going with this?
Yeah, where are you going with this?
Sorry, I'm getting distracted.
I can sign you up today, and I can get you a special policeman's discount. Save some money for extra donuts.
Policeman?
Nice.
Police officer? Oh, okay, I found a red herring. Boom! Right, deleting voicemails. Let's get in with it.
Could someone delete voicemails off a phone remotely?
Yes.
Sure, that's a feature we offer.
How would they do it?
Easy.
number.
You just need to have the account PIN number, just like your bank ATM.
Fucking hell, I'm an awesome fucking detective. Could Rachel's version... Yes, of course I could. What? Ask a question directory during an interview or interrogation when you're a strike. You get 3 strikes. Could they have been...
I don't believe you.
Why would I lie about something like that?
Could they have been... What?
Who had access to Rachel Trevino's voicemails?
According to our account record, only Ms. Trevino. There's no one else listed here. The only other persons with authorized access are myself, our customer representative team, and a few independent technical contractors.
So the entire team. Is he lying? No. Oh. So why was everyone incorrect? You okay. You can examine the account list he just quoted. Yeah, there you go. Hey, another badge. Ching! Good job,
What about
detective.
illegal access?
Hacking into the account? Hard to say, because that'd be illegal.
Okay. Illegal.
So if no one at Mercury did this, could someone have hacked into the account?
We work very hard to maintain the integrity of our system.
So no recent problems with break-ins or hacking?
Our security is very good, Detective.
You didn't answer her question.
No hacking at all. None. We've never had a single security breach.
Rubbish. Do you believe him? No. Yeah, correct. Who said the reports of break-ins? Pete Shanahan. Ah, like a boss.
Detective Shanahan
I'm in the
already
wrong
informed me you've had problems with break-ins.
Well, we didn't want this to go public, but yes, we are aware of some issues.
What happened exactly?
Attacks on the customer data, PIN numbers being stolen, that sort of thing.
Okay.
We're going to need to check all activity on the phone over the weekend.
This isn't Big Brother, despite what you might think. We do track calls, text messages, and data downloads, but not every single interaction.
Really? You sure about that?
Well, there are other records, but those are internal and restricted. I'm not authorized to show you those.
There you are. You just said you were. Is he authorized? Yes. He just said it on that list. Oh, please look at any material. Where council instructing minutes of council already authorized to release all the records. Well, it won't be that because it's not being a worse. Council authorized him to release all relevant records. Yes! Get in there, my son.
You said council already authorized you to show us any relevant records. How about it, Mr. Gray?
He's hiding something. More. Restricted records.
Let's have a look at those restricted records, Mr. Gray.
We prefer not to share those personal customer records. It can project a negative corporate image. It would be a complete invasion of our customers' privacy. You guys need a warrant.
Challenge him on this. Yeah. Okay. Threaten him physically? Give me the documents, I want to bust your kneecaps. Fix all these traffic tickets. No. Right, check out free. It's not monopoly. Threaten to get legal warrant exposes secret data being kept on. Yes, that one. See, all those other ones I could have chose because
How about we go get that
smart,
warrant?
but-
Then we can search your restricted records and it all goes public at trial.
That would have
How
been what
do
I did.
you think your customers will like finding out you kept secret information about them?
Oh my God. All right. I'll look it up.
All right. Oh, that's handy.
We're conducting a murder investigation, Mr. Gray. We need to know what happened to those voicemails, and we need to know now.
Sure, we can go get a warrant if that makes you feel better.
But by that time, more of your customers might end up dead, like Rachel Trevino. That makes for a very negative corporate image.
All right. There's no record of who exactly deleted the voicemails. But honestly, someone modified her account about 2 weeks ago.
Who?
This is embarrassing, but it was one of our own contractors. He's a bit of a hacker.
How does he know that?
He could have accessed her information. He did not have company permission to do this.
But why?
He's a strange guy, detective. Very intense. His name is Tom Newberry. Here's his contact number.
Oh, he had that in his pocket
One
already.
thing, you might not want to call from your precinct.
Oh, why not?
Tom knows how to crack caller ID. He always knows who's calling and from where.
Thanks for the tip.
So we got, okay, we did all right there. Excellent work. Now where are we?
Weird place for an interview, Curtis.
Witness requested we meet here.
Is this?
He thinks it's all a big game.
I get the impression he's young. His mom answered the phone when I first called. Speaking of games, good cop or bad cop?
Bad cop, definitely.
Suits me.
Right, she's bad cop. Oh, he looks dodgy.
Call me Anonymous.
We already have your name and phone number, dumbass.
Oh dear. Right, okay. FTP, file transfer protocol. That's got to be a red herring.
So, Tom, how many FTPs do you have?
Where'd you learn that word? You're using that word wrong.
FTPs. Do you have them?
Someone taught you a computer word and you're using it wrong. Just stop.
Hammer time. Yeah, red herring. Alibi.
Where were you on Saturday night?
Everywhere.
Tom, we can go downtown right now if that's how you want to play it.
Sorry, I was online.
There you
on
go.
a raid.
Anyone corroborate this?
On a raid.
About 20 warriors in my guild.
He was playing
Let me
Call of Duty.
rephrase.
No,
Did
World of
anyone
Warcraft or something like that.
real see you?
Yeah, my mom.
Oh, bless.
I live with her. She was there the whole time.
Well, she lives with me. A plausible alibi, yeah. Why is it plausible? Benson station, who Tom's no. Already knows Tom lives with his mum, yeah. Yeah. Ka-ching!
Yeah, I talked to your mom on the phone already. She know you're out this late?
Hilarious.
Did you know Rachel Trevino?
She mentioned your name on her blog.
She did? Oh my god, really? What'd she say about me? Does she like me? Does she want to meet?
You sure you didn't know her? Or want to know her? I mean, you're smart, Tom. All you had to do was hack in, learn her secrets,
flirting?
get
Is
close.
it me or is
No, it's not like that.
But she still wouldn't have you. It drove you crazy. And then,
Murder.
things just got out of control.
There you go.
It's not
He
your
wraps it
fault.
up.
Am I right?
Wait, what's not my fault? What are you talking about? Look, you gotta believe me. I didn't know this girl. I don't know any girls.
Liar! You believe Tom? I don't know any girls. I believe he doesn't know any girls. Tom that would like to be, yeah, of course he would. Tom is a nerd, he would never kill another nerd. Tom probably spends too much time online to actually know anybody, yeah. Tom's happiness was genuine. He spoke about Rachel in the present. Go with your gut. Go with your gut. Ah, like a boss! I'm on it, like a carb on it.
It's okay, Tom. I believe you. We believe you. Calm down.
Calm down.
Rachel was killed the other night. I just had to make sure you weren't playing us.
Oh, Is that it? Play good cop.
We talked to some people at Mercury Telstar. You have a reputation there. People said you're good. Too good, maybe.
We thought you might have done something illegal, but they said their security is way too tough for you to crack.
Please, I wrote their security. The firewalls, the protocol encryption, it's all me, detective.
So, you could crack a voicemail account?
Stupid easy.
What about deleting voicemails?
In my sleep, detective.
And what did Mercury Telstar think of that?
Cool.
Why would your old company accuse you of hacking?
Mercury Telstar hates me. They'll accuse me of anything. I'm a rogue anarchist activist. Those accounts are my playground.
And you hacked Rachel Trevino's?
I don't know. No. No. Why are you asking?
Your old company seems to think you did, and you apparently possess the skills.
No, I don't. Look, for instance, I couldn't have gotten through their firewall. All right, no way. The protocol encryption alone is just way beyond my skill.
But you wrote it. Do you believe him? No. He wrote it. Tom stated he wrote... No, he didn't. He wrote notes and security. Tom still hate him and destroy him. Tom... He was an anarchist, not bollocks. Right, Tom stated he wrote the system security. Yeah. I just need a badge and I'm there.
You're lying, twerp.
Totally not lying,
What?
detective.
Remember how you were bragging
It's
on
the
how you
90s.
wrote the security?
Oh. Right.
That gives you means. Now we just need motive and opportunity.
Hey, wait a second. You didn't Mirandize me. I know my rights.
An interview.
Oh, Tom, this is just an interview, not an arrest.
see? I
So
could be
sorry.
a Rosa.
Miranda doesn't apply.
New topics. Deleting voicemails.
So, why would a nice guy like you want to delete voicemails?
I bet the other anarchy was the
Maybe
red
I
herring.
did.
Balls.
Maybe I didn't.
Curtis, can I tase this guy?
Tom, I think you're starting to irritate my partner.
Tase him, tase him, tase him.
You like games, Tom?
Please tase
Let's
him.
play a game. It's called Detective Benson Likes You for a Murder. I throw you in jail, and you try to survive as long as you can against the drug addicts and the gang members who live there. You can post the results on your blog.
I can picture the Facebook update now.
I just... Okay. There was another reason.
You'd get passed around. I'm going to go for
Would
anarchy
it
'cause that's
surprise
a
you
red
to learn that
herring.
the internet was developed by the Department of Defense? Uh-huh. Yeah, it's a weapon is what it is. But weapons are harmless when dismantled. My mission
true.
is to take the internet
And
and
the dark
explode it into a million pieces.
Okay.
But then what will you do on Saturday nights?
Well, there's always Dungeons and Dragons.
Let's get back to Rachel Trevino.
Yes, that was true, and the dark web was, which is the web behind the web, was actually created by the U.S. Navy, and is still maintained by them because of its peer-to-peer encryption. Anyway, that's another.
What is this another reason?
Well, I was paid to access the
useless
account,
fact
of course.
today.
By who?
I don't want to say.
You better say. Or do we need to call your mom and tell her you're running a hacking ring out of her basement?
Oh, Jesus, no.
She lives
Look,
with
don't
me.
get her
She lives with
involved.
me.
That woman has enough problems. These people are powerful.
Names. We need names.
Oh, more topics. God, man, this goes on. Names.
I don't know their names.
But you know they're powerful? How does that work?
We only did business over the phone. They had their caller ID blocked, so I never knew their names.
Rubbish. Do you believe Tom? No. On it like a frog, man. Frog? James Gray said Tom would crack caller ID and always knew his callers' real names. It's not exactly what it says. Jason said pump to collect caller IDs and send them to the medical tech. No. He's looking there. No, it's got to be that one. I don't strictly think that was what he said, but okay, we'll just go with that anyway.
You're a terrible liar, Tom.
Yeah, Tom.
Your old boss told us you know how to crack caller ID codes. You know those names, and you're going to tell us one way or another.
Tase him, tase him, tase him.
You know what? Playtime is over.
Cinematic.
You better start coughing up solid answers or I'm throwing you in Rikers, and your mom will have to spend her last cent to post your bail.
Okay. But listen, I only hacked the accounts to sell the voicemail passwords.
Passwords? Plural?
Yeah, I did a lot of them.
minute ago, they were
Celebrities,
pin numbers.
politicians, you name it. Then I sold the passwords to this lady named Gwendolyn Scott. She's like a PR flack.
Did she ask you to mess with Rachel's account?
Yeah, I figured it was corporate espionage or something. You know, what do I care? Let the capitalist pigs brawl in the mud. Who's it gonna hurt?
Rachel Trevino.
Have a great night, Deep Throat.
Good X-Files reference. Yeah, we did good. Whoa, bonus stars and everything. Red herrings. Cool. We increased our defective rank. Le Petit Poids.
We're going to start by what we call defining your moment.
It was
Gwendolyn Scott.
Yes.
I'm Detective Ray Curtis. This is Detective Benson. We need to talk to you for a minute.
So sorry. I'm busy.
What?
It's important.
My client is important. You can call my office.
You know, a guy named Tom Newberry just gave me this girl's number, PR flack. She likes to buy voicemail passwords and blackmail her clients. Maybe I'll call her instead.
Is that my phone ringing? I think so, love. Now, if I was the guy on the
5
left,
minutes.
I wouldn't be standing there. I'd be out. I'll be gone.
Was that fun, Detective?
Sometimes I like to play rough.
Well, so do I. But a
dong.
little charm can go a long way.
Ding dong. Be charming. Yeah, be charming.
Sorry, I promise this will only take a moment of your time. You're a busy girl.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
And I promise I won't make up extra questions as an excuse to talk to you longer.
Flirt.
All right, Romeo, settle down. Ask away.
See, I can get flirting. Right, celebrity gossip. That's gotta be a red
What
herring,
kind
that
of
one.
business do you do, Miss Scott?
The PR biz is a very careful, very delicate balance between what you know, what you say, and who you say it to. There was this one guy. Used to be major A-list, now he's major A-hole. Anyway, he crashed his car outside Savannah, stinking drunk and out of his mind on PCP. I mean, who does PCP anymore? He gets out, strips all his clothes off, and flags down a car full of college students.
glue.
Well, by the time they got to Daytona Beach, they had 2 hours of him ranting about Canadians on their cell phone cameras. I had to pay them each $10,000 for the phones and footage. 40 grand. And on top of that, I had to pay out for damage to the car seats due to excessive sweating.
Oh, manky.
Enchanting story, Miss Scott.
Okay, I found a red herring. Yay, well, no shit, Sherlock. Rachel Trevino, yes, go
Does the
for it.
name Rachel Trevino mean anything to you?
No, should it?
She was murdered last night. We found her body at the Parkview Regency.
Oh, poor girl. As if life isn't tough enough for housekeeping.
How'd she know it was housekeeper? Here's something with what she just said. Yes. There we go. First star. How does she know about life as housekeeper? How does she know Rachel's name? How does she know Rachel was with housekeeping? That one.
I didn't say anything about her being with housekeeping.
I must have read it in the paper.
Nothing's been released to the papers yet.
It must have been gossip. You know
Taser.
how these things get around, Detective.
Do you believe her? Nope.
Tom Newberry already told us you knew her.
I didn't even get
Oh,
An
that,
option,
Rachel. Of course. My mistake. I can be such an airhead.
Yeah. All right, Tom Newberry. Go.
Do you know Tom Newberry?
No.
Being honest. No. Because she just told her that Tom Newberry gave her the number. Tom Newberry already said she knew him. Stated that he seen her name specifically on the... No. Only sort of admitted to... no. That doesn't... Tom Newberry already said she knew him. Okay, fuck. Hey! None of them really made any sense, but we'll go for that one anyway.
He says he knows you. That's how we got your name.
A lot of people know me.
Do a lot of people call you?
Not the right people.
Wow. Easy, girl. Phone calls.
So if I look up your phone records and Tom Newberry called you, and you talked to him more than once, now, would I be crazy to think you're lying to me?
I'd say you were just jealous.
Come again? No, I don't feel like she's recuperating. Correct! Oh, look at this. 6 out of 8 stars. Yeah, well, people in public relations can never be trusted. I don't think it's that. Yeah, we'll go for that one. Wow. I am awesome at this.
I'm not the jealous type, Miss Scott, and I
I'm
don't
gonna be
like playing
defective when I
games.
grow up.
You knew him.
Fine. Yes, we did business. I paid him for insider information.
You paid Tom for what, exactly?
Passwords. I paid Tom for access to voicemail accounts.
So you could delete Rachel Trevino's voicemails?
Look, I really shouldn't say.
Did you want to keep her quiet? Miss Scott, were you involved in her murder?
No, I
Taser.
did delete Rachel's voicemails, yes, but I did it for someone else.
Who?
On someone else's orders.
Taser.
Understand?
Not really. Do you believe her? Yeah. Ah! 8 out of 8 stars. Okay, so Tom has confirmed that she paid for access to the account and never personally deleted emails. Yeah, the statement must be true because James Gray confirmed that Tom Newberry deleted voicemails during... no, he never did that. The statement is true because he had tried to... We'll go for the top one. Yes! We're in like Flynn.
All right, I'm listening. Why don't you tell me a little more? Was someone else involved?
Someone else.
Who asked you
Why
to
bring
delete the
that menu up?
voicemails?
A client. I really can't tell you.
I'm gonna find out anyway. I'm actually pretty good at this detective thing.
Well, crap. I guess it's all over for me anyway.
Yeah.
Here's the deal. I gave Rachel's password and voicemails to my usual buyer, Alexander Baron.
Alexander Baron, as in CEO of Wider Media? The Russian guy who owns like half the television stations in America?
The very same.
Wider Media.
Baron bought Rachel's voicemail access from me a few weeks ago, and then told me to delete them all.
That Wider Media was on a notepad, wasn't it? Yeah. Wider Media owns Mercury Telstar. He said that. I can't be asked to go through that thing up there. Wider Media was a note in Rachel's phone book. Yes. Yes. Oh, we're doing good. We're doing good.
Wider Media. Rachel wrote that in her day planner. It didn't click until now. Miss Scott, why was Alexander Baron interested in Rachel Trevino? She's a maid. He's a Russian billionaire. I don't get it.
Rachel Trevino was not a hotel maid. She was an activist, a blogger, and she had uncovered some dirty, dirty secrets about Alexander Baron.
Oh dear.
He's a very bad boy detective.
What did she find out?
Baron has a problem keeping it in his pants, especially when it comes to housekeeping staff. We've had to cover up a few unsavory encounters. Rachel tried to set up a sting going undercover at the hotel, and I honestly don't know what happened after that, but I think she got in over her head.
Did Baron kill her?
And this is where my lawyer would advise me to keep my mouth shut.
Come on, Gwen.
Oh, now
Gwen
it's
now.
Gwen. I like that. Okay, look, all I'm gonna say is the Parkview Regency Hotel has a front desk, right? Ask them who stayed there on Saturday.
We're in. We're in. Yeah. Full house. Full house. Go, go, go. When are we going to tase someone?
That was Cormac at the precinct. Alexander Baron was a guest at Parkview Regency the night Rachel was killed. He checked out earlier today, and he's on his way to MacArthur Airport. He's got a private jet and an appointment in London.
Well, he's gonna be
Let's
late.
see us. MacArthur Airport, runway 12.
Mr. Baron! Mr. Baron! Detective Curtis, NYPD. We need to talk to you about the murder of a hotel maid over the weekend.
A maid? Are you serious? I'm leaving for London.
Look like about 1.5 inches to you, Ray?
I thought that was a banana
Sure
skin.
does.
Mr. Alexander Baron, you are under arrest for the murder of Rachel
She's
Trevino.
nicking him.
You have the right to remain silent.
Has she got evidence to nick him? Oh, interrogation. Tase him. Yeah, he looks dodgy. Send him to the chair.
I don't know why we're wasting time here. I'm a Russian. I have diplomatic immunity.
Oh,
We
good
did a
luck
little
with that, mate.
research on you, Mr. Braun. Rachel's blog was a very interesting read. Maids? Waitresses? Executives at your own company? Is there any woman you wouldn't hit on? Your mom?
Miss Benson, I am a handsome, virile man. I radiate power. Women are attracted to it despite themselves.
Here's a clue. When a woman is attracted to you, she does not slap you with a sexual harassment lawsuit. You've had 12.
I'm a flirt. I get slapped with all sorts of things.
Huh. Rachel,
Did
yeah,
you know
okay.
Rachel Trevino?
No.
We have DNA evidence that says you did.
What kind of evidence?
A rape kit.
You don't know what you're talking about. It was completely consensual.
So you do know her then?
So you do know her.
You cops think you have
Sorry,
it all
I'll shut
figured out. Guess what? We were lovers.
Is he lying about Rachel? Yeah, he's lying. Who said Rachel had no boyfriends? Oh, the maid. Awesomeness.
I'm not buying it. Sorry, Charlie.
Taser.
An earlier witness already told us Rachel didn't have a boyfriend. And you lied about knowing her just now. That's 2 strikes.
A jury might see it different. When I left the room, that girl was alive.
Okay. Voicemails.
You had access to Rachel's voicemails, and you destroyed them to cover up your connection.
Not true. I never touched the voicemails.
Is it true? Yes, it's true. The other woman did it. True. The slippery eel technically tell you the truth. Yeah. Who deleted voicemails? Gwendolyn.
Nice try. Gwen Scott told us she deleted the voicemails on your orders. You're guilty as sin, Baron.
If you say so.
Rachel knew all about you. She was gathering evidence about you, about unreported assaults.
I wouldn't know anything about that. I never even heard these voicemails you're so very concerned about.
Okay. Machismo. That's got to be a red herring. We'll go with that one.
Women, they love power. They love machismo. But most of them, when they get their hands on a stallion, all they do is complain about the ride. Am I right?
Yeah.
And these bloggers, they're all feminists, right? Always complaining about guys, especially macho guys. Guys like you.
What?
Sorry. My lawyers have advised me not to take bait so easily offered by a policeman.
Worth a shot.
Red herring, yeah. Old lawsuits in.
You've had 12 lawsuits?
Yes, what of it? They were all resolved.
I'm just impressed. I mean, you gotta be some kind of gentleman to cause that much noise.
I appreciate your sarcasm, but I'm not allowed to discuss the details of my settlements.
Oh, 2 red herrings. Brilliant. We just got to go
You didn't
through
come
these.
forward when you heard about the murder.
I had no reason to. A maid is killed. How is this my business?
She was your girlfriend.
Ah, but you say she is not detective.
Yeah, but
Seems
said
like you were
are.
trying to avoid this investigation.
No, I had every intention of cooperation. In fact, when you found me, I was on my way to see my lawyer.
Uh-huh. In your jet.
He's on vacation in Florida.
He was going to London. No, he wasn't. Yeah. Baron said he was leaving for London, yeah. Ching!
You said you were headed to London. It's just a hop, skip, and a jump to Moscow from there. And then, you'd be out of our reach.
Your knowledge of geography is so American.
Alternate theory. Unreported assault.
You
Let's
know,
go for that one.
killing the witness to a crime gets you an automatic upgrade to murder 1.
What crimes? What witness?
Rachel had evidence on you, Baron. She knew what you were up to.
She wasn't a witness to anything. Those voicemails were about an expose, a plan to blackmail me.
No? How's
You're
it?
lying, and we can prove it.
Rachel made it clear on her blog she disliked Baran. His lips are moving. How do you know he's lying? His lips are moving. Get in there. Baran is like target for blackmail because of his wealth. Yes, that's true. That's not the question, was it? Baran couldn't know what... Hang on. Baran couldn't know what was in the voicemails unless he'd heard them, which she's denied doing earlier. Yeah, we'll have that one. Sod it. Boom!
You just told us you never heard those voicemails, so there's no way you could know what they were about. You heard them, and you know it. You're looking better and better for this murder with every lie that comes out of your filthy mouth.
Send him to the chair. Blackmail plot.
You mentioned blackmail. Are you being blackmailed?
Why, yes. Why aren't you investigating the criminals behind this whole operation?
Who?
I'm very certain it's the Russian mob. I won't share my money with them, which they did not earn. So they want me embarrassed and disgraced. I wouldn't cough up a ruble for those thugs.
That's enough from you. Let's get back to the murder.
Red herring, yeah. Well, we're in. Alternate theory.
So let's
Go on,
say, maybe this girl, Rachel, maybe she liked it a little rough. And you obliged. Consenting adults, right?
Sure, completely consenting.
And the cane could have been involved.
Could have been.
Kane, yeah.
Tell me how the cane fits into this scenario. Was it an accident?
I'm sure it must have been.
Did she ask you to use it?
Yes, she asked me to do it. It was her idea. She liked that kind of thing, I guess. Like I said, it was all consensual. This girl was kinky. She saw my cane. She wanted to try it. She was an adult.
So you admit it?
No. No.
I think you just did. Do you have evidence against him? Yes. Right, okay. Bruise marks on Rachel's neck, yep. Cane he was carrying and the wider media in Rachel... circumstantial. The sudden flight to London, the cane he was carrying in the hotel... The bruise marks on Rachel's neck, yeah. The cane he was carrying, yeah. And the DNA. It's got to be DNA. Testimony of Tom Newbrington. It's got to be DNA. Oh, ka-ching! Don't know how excited that makes me.
The bruise mark on Rachel's neck matches your cane. You just said she asked you to choke her out.
No, I'm not admitting anything to you people.
Oh, you just
Come
did, mate.
on, Baran. An innocent girl is dead. You want to be macho? You want to be a man? Why don't you tell the truth for once?
Tase him.
You better wipe that smug smile off your face before you get to Rikers.
Miss Benson, I'm innocent of this offensive charge. My lawyers will have this all thrown out, and my country will protect me.
Really? We can place you at the murder scene. We can connect you to the victim and her voicemails. And your cane is a match for the murder weapon.
Now might be a good time to panic.
That's a hell of a lot of evidence to throw out.
That's why I have a hell of a lot of lawyers.
His ass is
Don't
going
worry,
like a duck's
I'll
butt.
be out in a few days. Then maybe I'll call you, baby.
Gosh, you are just not my type. Come on, Ray. Let's go get a bite. Mr. Baran can stew in his own ick for a while.
Really? That's the best you can come up with? Yes! We're in! Send him to the chair. Arraignment. Okay, we're in court. We're going to
The
send it
district
down.
attorney's
That's it.
office takes a dim view of rape and murder in our city, Mr. Baran. Your defense contends you have diplomatic immunity, but the Russian consulate says you only have limited immunity.
My status protects me from prosecution of any crime committed in the course of my diplomatic mission. I met Miss Trevino in the capacity
they don't
of a
look happy.
Russian media expert, as a diplomat.
Really? Okay.
Did you meet Rachel Trevino at the Parkview Regency?
She said she worked there, so we agreed to meet.
And instead you slept with her?
Yes, women are attracted to me, Miss Carmichael.
Not all of them.
Objection!
Whoa,
Withdrawn.
Crackhead.
So your immunity status is based on your acting as a diplomatic agent.
needs some sleep,
But
that
this
guy.
is the first we've heard that you were meeting Rachel Trevino in that capacity.
She wanted to compare Russian business philosophy to American. She mentioned that aspect specifically to me.
Are you sure she didn't have something else in mind? Was Rachel investigating other aspects of your business, Mr. Baran?
No.
Okay. Is Baran... No. Oh, we got scales at the top now. I didn't see that. Right. Hotel mate stated Rachel took photos of Baran at the hotel. Benson stated Rachel's blog contained evidence of other assaults by Baran. What was the question? I don't know. Are you sure she didn't have something else in mind? Was Rachel investigating other acts of your business? Benson stated Rachel's blog contained evidence of other assaults by Baran. Yeah. Yeah! Oh, that was a bit touch and go. Oh, the people have changed.
Our
Oh,
detectives
counsellor.
investigated Rachel's blog. She was gathering evidence that you were a sexual predator.
Oh, my daughter, you bastard!
Wow!
Restrain that man!
Wow.
Order! Order!
Someone grab him!
She does not look happy. She's been shot as well.
Baby, you murderer!
Wow. Wow. Okay, guys, I'm gonna leave this episode here. I can't believe that happened. Right, fair enough. We'll do the rest of this in the next episode. Guys, if you like this episode, please hit the like button in the head, like a blowy uppy thing. Please comment, subscribe, and do all the things you're supposed to do on the YouTube. And I will see you dudes in the next video.
Get off me!